You know, in this crazy world we live in, finding a little bit of peace can feel, well, pretty much impossible, right? But what if there was a clearer path? Today, we're going to explore a really timeless principle for managing all that pressure, and it comes from a pretty profound source.
I mean, you know the feeling. The constant pull from your job, your family, what you see online. It's like being overwhelmed is just our normal state now. But does it have to be? Is there a way to navigate all that chaos with a real sense of calm? To really get this, let's look at someone from history who was under an insane amount of pressure. Jesus. I mean, people were constantly following him, making demands, even threatening him. But if you look at the accounts, he was never rushed, never flustered. He handled it all with this incredible, unshakable peace. So the real question is, how? Well, the answer really boils down to one single, powerful statement. A core command that guided every single one of his actions. Here it is. The heart of his approach is right in this one sentence. I am not trying to do what I want, but only what he who sent me wants. Think about that for a second. The simplicity there is just so powerful. It cuts through all the noise by radically realigning your number one priority. So what's the takeaway for us? The key command here is to anchor your life, all your actions, to a single unwavering purpose. It means you stop just reacting to every little thing, and instead you start acting from a place of real, clear intention. Okay, so that sounds good in theory, but how does it actually work in practice? Well, it all leads to this really powerful concept. It's about reframing who you are trying to please. And you can really see the difference here. It's like there are two paths you can go down. On one side, you have trying to please everyone, which, let's be honest, is a recipe for stress and confusion. But on the other side, you have living for an audience of one. And that just radically simplifies everything. Your stress goes down because your focus is narrowed down to what truly matters. And this really gets to the heart of the matter. A confused identity is a huge source of stress. When we don't really know our purpose, who we are and what we're meant to do, what happens? We start looking around at other people to define ourselves. We fall right into that trap of copying their lives and comparing our worst moments to their best moments. So the solution is actually a pretty clear two-step process. First, you have to know who you are, your identity, which is fundamentally tied to your purpose. And second, you have to decide who you're living for, the one who gives you that purpose to begin with. All right, so how do we carry this with us? We can actually distill this entire principle down into a single memorable motto to guide our decisions every single day. Let's just crystallize everything we've talked about into one powerful, actionable thought. Here it is. It's this simple. Know your identity. Know your audience. When you are secure in who you are, and you're crystal clear on who you're living for, that audience of one, all the other noise from the world, it just starts to fade. So as we close out, let's make this practical. Just take a moment and ask yourself this one simple question. Who are you living for today?